So like since you have been dealing a lot with data and manipulating them, and then taking out various informations that could be used in various different aspects, so can you just explain in a bit simpler terms why and how is data being the most important asset of the current century? And if you could quote certain examples from certain real life applications where our listeners could understand that why it is said that data is one of the most precious asset of the current scenario.
Okay, so if you just think about your day-to-day decision making, if you do not have data in front of you, I mean how do you come to a point that you need to take a decision? So for
Exactly.
example, I would say, eh, like pick up any business scenario, and if we need to make strategies, I mean the top CXO level people who makes the business strategy, for them, I mean they cannot take all the decisions on the fly. They need to understand how the company is performing. They need to
Okay.
have those key performance metrics to be shown on the dashboard. I mean, I'm talking about a very preliminary kind of a
Exactly.
BI analysis. But now what is happening is that the dashboard that the CXOs used to consume is getting more and more predictive in nature. And if you want to predict well in advance, you need a good digital platform. Now, having said this, today data is a competitive edge. You cannot make money by see Apple, or see Google. I mean how what they're doing. So if you don't give the right experience to your end user, nobody is going to buy your product. So how do you do
Yeah.
that? So how do you understand your user requirement? How do you understand your competitor? You cannot do it without collecting data about it. If you do not have enough data about your user behavior, you cannot show him a content which he is looking for. I mean, take for example Netflix. I mean, the way they revolutionized the media
Exactly.
space, or take an example of search engine. On a daily basis, you do thousands of search, but why do you use Google? There are many search engines, because Google
Exactly.
understands a user's perspective, user's behavior, and then it is able to map like what can be the top few web pages that you must be interested in based on your previous search, or based on the question that you are searching. So
Exactly.
so today all this is happening just because there is enough data. So having the right data collection strategy, having a digital platform in place is very much required today. Otherwise, a lot of decisions that you want to take, not only in terms of building strategy, but also in your product, product development, you will never be able to do it. Just look at your
Exactly.
smartphone. If it doesn't get smarter, and if it is not embedded with AI, which can predict what can be the next thing, it's not going to engage its user. See LinkedIn,
Exactly.
see social media, see Twitter. So all these data products today, which are part of our life, I mean Facebook, it would have not been possible if data would have not been collected at scale. So
Exactly.
so so having a digital platform, collecting the data, will give you a competitive edge, not just in making more business or profit, but the most important thing is getting user engaged in your product, because you will
Yeah.
better understand your customer. So I feel like without this, it's not possible. So
Exactly. Exactly.